All right, let's go to Martell from Wethersfield, Connecticut. Martell is actually a good friend of mine. We've been friends since preschool. Martell, it's good to have you on the program.
Yeah, it's good to be on the program. Good speaking to you, Jason.
Martell, President Obama, you're a Obama supporter, and I take it that you're going to be voting for him in November. Is that correct?
That's what I plan on doing, yes.
All right, now I want you to answer something for me. What is your absolute number one, top of the list favorite thing about President Obama in terms of his political policies?
Well, honestly, I feel like President Obama still has a lot to prove. It's been 4 years. I understand that 4 years is not. It hasn't been like. It hasn't. A lot of progression hasn't been made, but I feel like he still has something to prove. And as you can see, before Obama, George Bush did do a lot of damage.
Well, 4 years is a lot of time, Martell, and he could have done a lot to improve the economy in 4 years. And instead, in those 4 years, we're on the wrong path.
Well, you still remember with George Bush before Obama, George Bush did create damage, and when Obama became president, he had to repair what George Bush had done. And I mean, yes, George Bush has served this country for 8 years, but Obama, he served this country for 4 years, and I still feel like he can.
All right, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. You say President Bush, and I'm not gonna argue with you on that point. I agree. President Bush could have done a better job in handling the economy. What specifically did he do? Let me put it this way. Would you agree that his spending was a big thing that started the downfall of the economy? Because President Bush spent a lot of money.
Did he spend a lot of money? I do believe so. And
so would the answer to an already falling economy be to spend more money or to spend less?
I'd say less, but.
But President Obama did not do that, did he?
No, he didn't. But it's only, remember, it's been 4 years. 4 years is not that long. 4 years, honestly, for President, 4 years, there's still a lot of time to prove, and we still have places to go. That's just how I look at it. Is that I still feel like he deserves another chance.
All right.
Yes, he has, and yes, a lot of stuff needs to be improving, and I feel like Obama should still get it done, but it just takes time. Everything doesn't come so quick in 4 years. Things don't come quick, especially as a president for 4 years. That's not really a lot.
Okay, a favorite policy that Obama has enacted. Go.
A favorite policy? What do you mean?
Favorite policy? What's like if you were talking to an undecided voter who didn't know if they were going to talk or if they didn't know they were going to vote for Obama in November or Romney, what would you say to convince them to vote for Obama?
Well, I would say I was going to vote for Obama because I believe Obama is for the people. I believe Romney, I believe Romney, he wants to increase up more taxes.
So does President Obama, and Mitt Romney doesn't want to do that. He wants to lower taxes across the board by 20%.
Then how come he has the nerve to say that people who are on food stamp are like basically worthless?
I'm sorry?
Romney, from the debate, had made a comment about people who are on food stamps, basically saying they were a complete waste. And I feel like that's definitely an insult. Romney...
Are you referring to the comment that Romney said where he said basically that people believe they're entitled to everything but from the government? I mean, he wasn't directly attacking people on food stamps. And as a matter of fact, 75% of Americans agreed with that comment.
Really?
Yeah, there was actually a poll, a Gallup poll. 75% of Americans agreed with him, and he's right. People aren't entitled to everything. And under this current president, the number of people on food stamps has skyrocketed. That's not a good thing.
Yes, but remember, the economy is going bad. So when you have the economy going bad, how are people going to eat? You're going to use food stamps.
Well, the economy is going bad because of all this spending and regulations and taxes.
Yeah, but yes, the economy is getting bad right now. But listen to this: if Obama was president now, they say about 4 years from now there'll be brand new jobs created. Everything takes time, Jason. Yes.
Who says that? Who says that? Who says that? Because I've also heard that the national debt is projected to reach 20 trillion in the next 4 years under this current path that Obama's setting our country on. $20 trillion in debt. That is an unfathomable amount of debt.
That definitely is a lot.
And it's because of the spending.
Well, yeah. Well, remember, Jace, Obama's trying to repair this country. I mean, it does cost money, you know, and things don't come that easy. But yeah, that is a lot of money. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
It is a lot of money, and if we continue on this path, there's no way our economy can keep up with this amount of spending. We're going to collapse. I mean, look, under President Obama, our economy has been downgraded to a AAA rating, and we just cannot sustain this much debt. The spending has to stop. And Joe Biden, if I remember correctly, a few years ago came out and said something completely twisted and said that if we keep spending, we will eventually spend our way out of this recession, which makes no sense. You see, this is the kind of mentality that President Obama and Joe Biden have. They think that raising taxes and raising regulations on small businesses and increasing spending will somehow get us out of this recession. Nowhere in the world has that ever happened before.
Wow.
So I mean,
came prepared.
I'm sorry?
I said you definitely came prepared today.
Yeah, it's scary, Martel. I mean, I will say I am supporting Mitt Romney in this next election. I don't necessarily agree with everything the man stands for, but what I care more about is getting President Obama out of office because he's not doing anything to fix this economy. He said 4 years, which is a long time.
4 years is not a long time.
4 years is half a presidency, and hopefully the end of his presidency. He could have done a lot in 4 years. In fact, in 2009, he had the House, a Democratic-controlled House and Senate. He could have done anything he wanted, but instead, remember, he passed the stimulus bill, which added $800 billion to the deficit. It's a lot of money. We cannot sustain this much money.
But I feel like his plans. You guys are not even still like. 4 years? Yeah, that's after his presidency. But still, compared to the damage with George Bush, like I said, it's still going to take a while, regardless of who or what it is. It's still going to take a while.
George Bush, I'm not arguing with. I agree with you to an extent that he did, towards the end of his presidency, some bad things that hurt the economy. But President Obama spent more money. Let me put it this way for you. Do you own a car? Do you own a car and drive a car?
Huh? No, I don't own a car or drive a car.
Okay. Well, have you ever paid for gas?
I believe so, but yeah, keep going.
All right. Well, when President Obama entered the White House, did you know that the average price of gasoline was $1.85 and now it's $3.59?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So I mean, it's directly affecting. I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. It's directly affecting Americans everywhere. President Obama's policies.
So do you feel like he's one of the worst? Do you feel like Obama's one of the worst of our presidency of this decade, or?
Ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Crazy.
Ever. No, I'm not crazy. The man is, look, he has communist roots. His mentor, Frank Marshall Davis, was a communist. His father, you know his book Dreams from My Father? Basically, his father's dream was to destroy America as a capitalist nation.
Obama's dad?
Obama's father, Obama Sr.
Wow. You said it for real?
For real. He was an anti-colonialist. That's what they believed. They believed that the rich got rich from taking away from the poor. They believed that wealthy nations on earth got that way by taking away from the less wealthy nations. That is the kind of mindset that Obama's father had, that is the kind of mindset that his mentor had, and that's the kind of mindset that President Obama has, which is why he wants to tax the rich, redistribute the wealth, and basically give to the poor.
You prove a lot of points.
Redistribution of wealth, Martel, has not worked anywhere else on this planet ever.
So
It's European socialism is what it is.
So what do you feel like? Where do you feel like Romney's going to bring up?
Romney, I think that he will at least start to get the economy going again. Again, I don't trust Romney. I have trust issues with Mitt Romney, and I think he'll be 10 times. Martel, I think he will be 10 times better than President Obama in terms of getting the economy going again, because he wants to create jobs by lowering taxes. That has been proven to work in history.
You're right, but do you believe, like, as of right now, do you feel like the unemployment rate is still up? Because all I'm seeing now, unemployment rate is going up. I'm not saying at the highest level, but it is going up.
Unemployment rate, we had 43 straight months of unemployment above 8%. And recently it did go down to 7.8%, but that's because people are dropping out of the labor force. They're giving up looking for work. So naturally, the unemployment rate comes down. It's not because people are finding jobs, it's because people are just giving up looking for jobs. That's the truth.
Yeah, a lot of people have given up doing that. I mean, there was one time, I'm not even lying, when I quit Stop and Shop, it did take me a while to get me off my feet.
Martel, can I ask you a question? Is your vote in November completely set in stone for President Obama, or are you still
Honestly, that's a good question. I mean, I'll do more research and see on Obama. I still feel like he could do that, but I'm gonna do research. I feel like I need more of a reason to, like, you know what I mean? I feel like I haven't.
You need to do your research.
Yes, I definitely need to do that.
Martel, all the more power to you, because the truth is the majority of people that we talk to on this program don't care about doing research at all. And the fact that you actually want to learn is a truly, truly great thing. So all the more power to you for that one, sir.
Yeah, because it's like, that's like saying, Jason, voting for class president. Who brings food to the table? If you don't know neither one of them, how can you vote? Like, it's stupid. That's like, honestly, Jason, that's like driving a car and you don't know how much gas you need in it. What's the point of driving it if you need to, if it's going to be empty soon and you got to put gas in it?
Yeah. It's all about learning the facts, my friend. But I got to run. Martel, I want to thank you for joining me on the program today.
You too, man. I'd like to have another debate with you another time.
Absolutely. Anytime. I'll talk to you later.
Take care. Bye.
Factor Talk Radio.